Hello everyone, it's Jack from WhatCulture.com, and we have had quite the ordeal getting ready for today's show of ups and downs because the microphones were just all broken. Wasn't it terrible, Richard? Tell them how terrible it was.
It was horrific.
That's right. Anyway, without any further ado, I'm Jack from WhatCulture.com, and let's up all the downs from last night's Smackdown Live. Let's go. This week's SmackDown opened with one of the authority figures coming to the ring, as it seems to every week on both Raw and SmackDown, because as we all know, the four authority figures are the stars of the show, and let's not let those pesky wrestlers get in the way. Thankfully though, the segment was saved by an excellent performance from both Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss, who underwent an excellent contract signing segment. Becky cut a great promo as the babyface champion. Alexa was the evil, conniving #1 contender heel, and just to add an extra point and make sure this is definitely an up, we ended the segment with a table flip. Get in, lads. Love a table flip. What's a contract signing without a table flip? And then, just to push things even further into positive territory, Becky Lynch returned to the ring and did the angry contract signing, like, oh, I'm annoyed, but I'm going to have the match. Definitely an up. Great work by both girls, especially Becky, whose promo work is a bit inconsistent. Really strong stuff from her as well. Next up, we have the opening match of the show, which saw American Alpha take on the Usos, and it was good. It's an up as well. The Usos are really doing well with their heel shtick. They keep bounding out like mini Kanye West, although this time they looked more like the heel sort of 95 Chicago Bulls, or as they're better known, the Chicago Bulls, because they won everything and everyone hated them. The match was a really good one, full of psychology, full of storytelling. Jordan and Gable had to work around the leg injury and weren't able to perform to their full potential. The Usos took full advantage, stole the win, and they have a title shot against Heath Slater and Rhino. Can't argue with any of the booking at all, but is anyone a bit worried for Heath and Rhino? Because they seem to be in the sort of Christian Zack Ryder mould, beloved baby faces who the crowd really get behind, finally win a title, and then aren't given a chance to have a meaningful reign at all. So it's an up in general, but I'm a little bit worried for Heath and Rhino. Next up, we had a match between Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. I think this is only the third or fourth time they've clashed on the main roster, but it feels like the sort of 31st or 32nd. They're just two guys who've been brought up from NXT, haven't been built very well at all, especially Apollo, who, as far as we can tell, has no character beyond the fact that he likes to smile a lot. Baron's a bit more developed, and he did pick up the win, but the sad part is that they're entering him into a feud with Jack Swagger, and he's really not hit the ground running since transferring over from Raw. He was on guest commentary as well for this match, and it wasn't too pretty. I'm going to have to give this one a down. Hopefully they can drag something out of the mire, but I'm not sure they'll be able to. Next, we had a flat rematch from Backlash, The Miz v Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, just another rematch on television, but before I gave it an automatic down, I thought I'll give this a chance, because, you know, they had a great match at Backlash, probably the match of the night in my opinion, and they did it again. They had another really good match for TV. There was a bit of a twist on the old story of Miz cheating. Maurice got ejected. Miz had to grab the perfume or the pepper spray himself, squirted into Ziggler's face. It all went off without a hitch. When Miz is on form, doing all his conniving heel stuff, he's really, really good, and he might be remembered as one of the best heels, one of the best upper mid-card heels at least ever. So this definitely gets an up. Miz is just blossoming in his late career. It's quite something to behold. The next match was Randy Orton v Erick Rowan, and who'd have thought Randy Orton wins clean. Rowan's got some new childish face paint on his mask. Lovely, lovely stuff. Makes him look a bit more silly, which is really what you want. I'm going to have to give this segment a down. The match was fine for what it was. Randy Orton took a bit of a beating, came back, hit 2 moves and won, which is kind of what he does when he's a babyface. Then Wyatt appeared on the Titantron and cut the same old promo. You are a man, Randy, I'm a god. I'm your god and I'm going to beat you, Randy. Dark forces. Watch out for me. Bray Wyatt is in the building. Unfortunately, this doesn't have me excited for their eventual match, which I'm presuming will happen at No Mercy. They've not really built it well at all. I know that they couldn't have helped the whole thing with Randy Orton's injury at the last show, but if Bray Wyatt doesn't win, then there's something seriously wrong, and I'm not sure if he's going to. It's a down for me this week, I'm afraid. Now on to the second women's segment of the night, as we had Naomi and Nikki Bella v Carmela and Natalya. This was one of those matches that seemed to be really affected by a lack of time. It seemed to have been cut short, almost as if they realised, shit, we're on Smackdown, we're not on Raw, we've only got 2 hours to play with, not the ridiculous 3. It ended in very frustrating fashion. Carmela pulled her tag partner out of a submission to the outside of the ring, and for some reason, the referee deemed that a disqualification, despite that never being the case ever in the history of wrestling, apart from, you know, when it's needed to be. Inconsistent. And I hate it, because I'm a nerd and I love consistency. I need everything to be canon, or at least to make sense in the universe of... It was a poor women's match. The feud is not a great one, but at least all the women are doing something, I guess, before the pay-per-view. On SmackDown at the minute, all eyes are only on Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch. Everything else isn't progressing as well as we'd like it to. So this is a down, I'm afraid. And finally, it's 3-3. Who's going to win? Who's going to... Are you excited? The main event was Ambrose v Cena in another huge match given away for free on TV, which is quite a controversial one. And I burst into the office this morning and said, guys, Dean Ambrose beat John Cena clean. And everyone went, yeah, Cena always loses clean now, it's what he does. Such a joyless bunch of individuals, I swear. But no, I think this is a remarkable result, because Cena, whenever he loses clean, it's normally for a big reason, like when Alberto Del Rio returned, or like when he put over AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan. This is a loss for Cena on TV due to a sunset flip, roll-up kind of reversal. And it's really something. I think this is WWE really trying to keep Dean Ambrose strong despite him losing the WWE Championship. It's a very brave, very bold, very admirable booking decision, I think, and I'm going to give it an up, which gives the win to the ups. Dean Ambrose has a title shot next week, another huge TV match given away for free on SmackDown. SmackDown are really going big to try and top Raw, you get the feel, and it's you know, it's a good thing, but it's also a risky thing. It could backfire in their faces. Let's hope that the blue brand continue to overshadow their bigger, older brother. The Ups have won this week, at least, by 1 point. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack from WhatCulture.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Jack_the_jobber, and I'll see you soon.
This Saturday on an all-new episode of WCPW Loaded, making his WCPW debut and first televised appearance since leaving the WWE, the two-time WWE champion, Alberto El Patron. All this and more Saturday, 8 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern, only on WhatCulture Wrestling.